Hello students, good morning. Now in our last video class I have discussed with you so many things that why we should take in the participation in the decision making. Okay, that is, and the parliament, what is parliament and what is the power and the functions of the parliament we have already taught. Now today I am going to discuss with you that how does the parliament works. Adjournment motion. Okay, what is the meaning of adjournment? Adjournment meaning is the like postponed, okay, or suspension. Sometimes your class be suspended, na? So that is the adjournment moment. So an adjournment motion introduced by the members of the House requests the Speaker to hold a discussion on an issue on the floor of the House. So an adjournment motion, that means an postponed motion introduced by the member of the House. So any members of the House, they can only postpone their discussion, postpone their meeting, okay, whatever. Now the next part is question hour and 0 hour. What is question hour and what is 0 hour? Question hour is the first hour of every sitting. So keep it in your mind that this is the first hour of every sitting when the ministers answer questions related to their departments. And the next is 0 hour. It is the time between, okay, it was the first hour and this is the between of the question hour and commencement of the rest of day's work when discussion over matters related to the public interest are held. So this is the question hour and this one is 0 hour. Now we came to know about the following is an example of the questions asked in Parliament. Lok Sabha. Unstart question number 48, answer on 15/12/2017. Converts the schemes for children. What is the meaning of converge? It is meaning to move. Okay, to move any type of schemes for the children. Manoj Rajoria. So who was Manoj Rajoria? Manoj Rajoria was the member of the Lok Sabha. Okay, member of the parliament and he was the member of the Lok Sabha. Will the Minister of Women and Children Development be pleased to state? Number one question. Whether the government proposes to converge of various schemes and policies for children in the country? Number B. If so, the details thereof, and number C, if not, the reasons therefore. Now answer is also given here. So what is the answer? The answer is Minister of State in the Ministry of Women and Children Development, Dr. Vendra Kumar. A to C, the minister has developed the National Plan of Action for Children 2016, which largely drawn upon the existing programs and schemes of various ministers' departments. It provides a framework for convergence and coordination between ministers and department and state or UT's government and encourages collective action from all stakeholders. Actually stakeholders means you can say the business partner, okay, to address multidimensional vulnerabilities experienced by children. Now the National Plan of Action for Children 2016 categorized children's right under 4 key priority areas. What are the 4 important priority areas are? Survival, health and nutrition. Number 2 is the education and development. Number 3, protection, and number 4, participation. So these are the 4 key priority or important areas. If identifies key programs, schemes and policies as well as stakeholders for the implementation of different strategies. Now here one for searching, okay, for if you want to search anything, then you can copy paste or you write this address, then you can get whatever details. Okay. Now our next part is no confidence motion. Now what is no confidence motion? If the parliament loses its confidence, okay, if parliament loses its confidence in the council of ministers and its functioning, a motion of no confidence can be introduced in a Lok Sabha. So if parliament actually loses its confidence from any ministers, then its functioning, a motion of no confidence can be introduced in the Lok Sabha. If this is passed, then the Prime Minister and Council of Ministers have to resign. Now our next part is how does a bill becomes a law? This is very important part, that how does a bill becomes a law. This is a lengthy legislative procedure. Okay, so this is the very lengthy procedure. The proposal for law is known as a bill. This is very much important, that whatever proposal has been given for law, that is the bill. And a bill has to pass through many stages to become a law. So one bill, okay, it is not very easy to pass and very easily. So it has so many stages, so many steps. After that it become a law. There are 2 kinds of bills. One is money bill and another is ordinary bill. Now see, there are 2 bills are there. One is ordinary bill and another is money bill. What is ordinary bill? An ordinary bill can be introduced in any of the 2 houses of the parliament. It can be introduced by a minister or any other member of the parliament. The ordinary bill goes through 3 readings. So when ordinary bill should be passed, before that it have 3 steps. Next, the money bill. President's permission has to be sought before a money bill is introduced. The money bill can be introduced in the Lok Sabha only. Only money bill has been introduced to the Lok Sabha. The speaker is one who decides whether a bill is a money bill or not. So who can identify or who can decide that this is a money bill or not? Only the speaker is one who can decide it, that whether the bill is money bill or not. Then once the money bill is passed by the Lok Sabha, it is sent to the Rajya Sabha. Okay, so this is the steps: Lok Sabha to Rajya Sabha. Then in case of the money bill, the Rajya Sabha must return the bill within 14 days. The changes suggested by the Rajya Sabha may or may not be accepted by the Lok Sabha. So whatever changes has done by the Rajya Sabha, so it is not surely that Lok Sabha must be ensure them, okay, must be accept that changes. In the bill is not, if the bill is not returned within 14 days, so 14 days is the time for returning the bill. So if it is not returned within the 14 days, then it is deemed to be passed. That means after that means it is already passed the bill. The bill is then sent to be president. This is the next step. Then it is sent to the president. He too cannot withhold and has to give his assent. The legislative procedure clearly shows that it is the Lok Sabha that is more powerful. So, which is the more powerful houses? Lok Sabha is the more powerful houses when compared with the Rajya Sabha. In case of an ordinary bill, if there is a clash between the two houses, Lok Sabha has an upper hand. So, we came to know about what is no confidence motion, how does a bill becomes a law, what is ordinary bill and what is money bill. So, in this way, today I stop my discussion part. Next day, I will discuss with you the next point. Okay, till thank you and goodbye.